Venice.AI just dropped what everybody's been waiting for. Their most requested feature of all time, video generation. Both text to video and image to video inside Venice. We're going to go into the pricing, privacy, the AI models it includes, and more. Let's party. Welcome back to Run the Prompts Party Animals. Let's jump into the first thing you want to know is Venice.AI video generation private. Well, glad you asked, because that's a great question. So, as we know, Venice prides itself on being one of the most private, if not the most private, AI providers that you can find. And with their video generation, things are a little bit different. Most of their video models are anonymized versus fully private, but there are some training on. And I'm showing you a video share right now of the Venice interface as of October 2025. Of course, these things change all the time, but this is where we're at the moment. You can see WAN 2.1 Pro and OV as fully private. The rest are anonymized. And then also with text to video, you got WAN 2.2 private. The rest are anonymized. Now, what does that mean? So anonymized means that the company who makes these models, like Google, like OpenAI, could potentially see your prompts if they're anonymized, but it's not going to be tied back to you as an individual. It's not going to be tied back to your account or anything like that. So as long as you don't put something stupid in your prompt, like your name with something illegal that you want to do, then they'll never have any idea that you made it. So I wouldn't worry about it. This is a different approach to their image and text models. So with image and text, these are all totally private. The companies that made these models cannot see your prompts, and it's also anonymized. So you got both right out of the gate. Second question I'm sure you guys want to know is, are these videos uncensored? That's where a lot of you guys are going to be a little disappointed. All right, I'm going to play the sad trombone here. No, they're not uncensored. I messed with image to video and text to video, both of the most uncensored models per Venice for WAN 2.2 for text to video and WAN 2.1 Pro, most uncensored, image to video. And I tried a bunch of different prompts and it was not uncensored. So again, that might change in the future. I don't know. If you guys are looking for uncensored AI video generation, I would highly recommend that you check out Design. You can go to the link in the description below to check that out. I have a full video about them. Actually, I had two. So you're going to want to check that out. Watch those videos if that's what you're into. Next, we're going to go into the model lineup. Which initial models did Venice choose to put into their tool? I'm going to show you right now, again, based on the way things are in October 2025. This changes all the time with these different AI tools, but you'll get the idea. So we got WAN 2.1, OV, WAN 2.5, etc., Kling. Major heavy hitters here with Kling, VO from Google, and then of course also Sora. So if I were to name just a few video models off the top of my head that I would want in Venice, it would actually be those models. Those are considered some of the best models available right now. And when we go over to text to video, you can see a similar story here with WAN, Kling, VO from Google, and then of course also Sora 2. And then we have Sora 2 Pro here on the bottom. I have to zoom the screen in now just to see things, but I can barely see it. It says Sora 2 Pro on the bottom for you guys. Now I'm going to go into some real video examples for you guys inside Venice so you can see a little taste of what it's capable of. But before we do that, you have to understand that I'm really not that well versed in video generation for AI yet. Way more familiar with generating images and using text LLMs. But with that said, at least you guys can get an idea. And feel free to steal these prompts. If you want these prompts, you can go straight to the link in the description below for free. You don't have to sign up for anything at runtheprompts.com. You're going to want to check that out, copy and paste these prompts and run them in Venice for yourself. But here we have an example of VO 3.1 fast. Another thing you guys got to understand is I did not use the most expensive models to make these. I used my free credits, and I did not want to blow through all of them in just a few videos, so I used good models, but not the most expensive models. I'm sure you understand why. So we have this first one. We have a camera zooming in on a beautiful woman's face in Manila, futuristic electronica playing in the background. As you guys probably know, with a lot of these newer models, it can generate sound too. So hopefully you guys can hear it too while I'm playing it. So let's go. Pretty good. I was impressed by that one. And now we have another one. Again, you can get this at rainyprompts.com and run this one for yourself. Change it up, do whatever you want to it, make it better, funnier, whatever. We got POV selfie video of a girl in her apartment and something a little bit bad happens. So let's just see what happens. Now, personally, I was very impressed with how Sora handled that. The graphics weren't exactly photorealistic or anything. I mean, that tiger was clearly not real. But then again, my prompt didn't exactly say to make it photorealistic, so I probably messed up on that. Oh well. The next one we have is actually a piece of art that I made and then ran it through ChatGPT. As you can see, a little snippet of it here. And I figured, hey, why not just go the full 9 yards and run it through AI video too, right? So I ran it through this prompt here to make it psychedelic, and let's see what happens. Pretty incredible that AI can do this, guys. Now, of course, Venice did not make these models, so I can't give Venice credit for any of this. This is straight through the APIs for all these different models. But still, it's great that it's available now in Venice for everybody to use. And something else along those lines you guys need to understand. Because we're dealing with models like Sora and VO from Google, those specific models are going to be very censored, and Venice is upfront about that even in their model picker. So when you go to type something in for, let's say, Sora 2, that's even remotely offensive to anyone, don't be surprised if the model comes back and rejects it. But that's not Venice's fault, okay? They're using their API. So Venice can't control what Sora can and cannot generate, so just keep that in mind. By the way, guys, I am an official affiliate of Venice. I love them. I've been using them for a while now for all kinds of different use cases because they're private and they're uncensored. Of course, the video thing is a little bit of an exception with the privacy and uncensored thing, but when it comes to images and text, they got it covered. So you can pick up Venice today for 20% off just by using the promo code in the description below, and you guys can take advantage of that right now. So go ahead and do that. Let's get right back to the video. All right, guys, so now we're going to go into some features and some tips and tricks and some other things you might want to know about this. So as you can see right here, we have the toolbar for the videos. You can regenerate it, which is a standard type of feature for every chatbot tool at this point. You can, of course, download it. You can copy the last frame and continue. Personally, I like this feature the best out of all of the video features so far, because you can extend your video as far out as you want, as far as I know, to make it as long as you want. But of course, that will use credits, and we'll get to pricing in a second. You can click here to get the full details of your video, including the resolution, the length, aspect ratio, the prompts, copy it straight from this tile, etc. You can delete it and just never see it again. I've already had to do that because some of these videos did not come out all that good. And then you can also stream it to your TV if you want. You can change the volume. That's always nice, right? Everybody loves changing the volume. And you can expand it so you can get in a nice full screen. And there you go. And some tips I can give you guys is, of course, be sure to experiment with some different prompts. And detail is your friend here if you want something really specific. I know in some cases you don't really need to describe things and the AI just kind of knows. In this case, I found that really being descriptive and telling it what you want is a very good thing. Like, this one is pretty damn detailed, and I think this one came out the best. Again, it wasn't really that realistic, but oh well. We didn't tell it to be realistic. And something else is to not veer only towards VO and Sora 2 because they're the best, because they are the best, but don't be afraid to use Kling, Wan. I've used Kling and Wan in design myself plenty of times, and I've been impressed with it. And then we have Ovi, which is based on Wan. So, by the way, this another thing you guys gotta know. I want to be upfront about this stuff with you guys. From my testing, personally, with Ovi, it says that it's an uncensored model, literally, right here. It's not uncensored. Not from my testing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But you guys have to understand that when it comes to video, for now, it's not going to be uncensored. You're going to have to use image or text if you want that type of thing. So next up is pricing. So good news is if you have a Venice Pro subscription, you're going to get 1,000 free credits for Venice video generation. And to give you an idea of what that can give you, you can get Sora text to video, Sora 2 at 88 credits. So take 1,000 divided by 88, I think that's like 12 videos or something. And that's totally free if you have a paid subscription. It's a one-time thing, you don't get that every month or anything. Venice, if you're watching, maybe you should, that would be nice, right? They give that to you as basically like a free dunk into your account, if you will. And then if you want to pay for more credits, you always can. You can use crypto, you can use your credit card, and it is $1 per 100 credits. So this would be 88 cents if you were to pay for this out of pocket to generate one Sora 2 video. Honestly, it is kind of expensive, but it is a la carte type of deal. And to give you another idea of another popular model, let's try image to video, VO3 fast. No, let's do VO3 fast, 132. So $1.32 to make one of those videos. So wrapping it up, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you got even a little bit of value from it. And also, if you're interested in getting Venice Pro, you can get it at 20% off in the description. Just look for that promo code, copy and paste, and you're done. Overall, I think this is a great version 1 of AI video implementation into a tool. It works. It's been smooth. I haven't experienced bugs yet, and it includes all of the biggest, heaviest hitters in AI video generation as of now. The price, not the best in my opinion. The whole not uncensored thing, at least in my testing, also not good because I know a lot of people want that. Personally, I'm fine with it. But for a tool that's marketed as uncensored, it's going to be a big asterisk next to that marketing when people see that for the video portion, it's not uncensored, at least not in my testing. But I encourage you to share this video. I encourage you to experiment with this video gen. Tell me what you guys created. Send me a link to it so I can pop some popcorn and get a Hot Pocket in my microwave and eat it while I'm watching your 6 seconds, okay? And tell me if I missed anything. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I suck. That's fine too. Drop that comment down below. I'll see you guys later.